Fernandes, Chelsea was the player at the top. Worked by Højbjerg. Reece James wrestles away from him. So Felix offside as the pass was played. It's his fourth appearance for Chelsea, Joe Felix. Smile from Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who relishes these physical battles in the midfield.
Again there, Højbjerg trying to go long. That's where they miss Son, because he's so good at that. He makes those runs so naturally and generously. So they're going to miss that from him, that thrust that he gives them, maybe from some of those long 40-yard passes. Just need to maybe just connect a little better, Spurs. Well in the game. I just think they can just play perhaps a little bit shorter at the top of the field, a little bit neater, tighter, a bit more one touch, rather than looking for that real direct ball straight through the middle.
Richarlison. Reece James under pressure. He's got a hunger, he's got a desire. Richarlison, the man who wants to make up for lost time. Reece James, who's playing only his fourth Premier League match in 4.5 months. Sterling. Challenge from Skip, but it's actually rolled nicely for Chilwell. Emerson Royale wasn't giving up the sprint.
Really good defensive work that from Emerson Royale, because Ben Chilwell's just got the run on him. Just there, look, he skips past him. Had there been a blue shirt available in the box, I think that would have come in first time. But great recovery work from Emerson Royale. Has been a lot better lately. He's performed to a much more consistent standard. He's not been everybody's favourite since arriving here, but he's an honest boy, but the quality in his game has been much better lately.
Ziyech sends it in. Richarlison and then Skip clear. Not fully away though. This is Raheem Sterling. Harry Kane's headed down. Sterling again. And then Richarlison refused to be nutmegged. Snapped those heels shut. Good strength from little Raheem Sterling. Loftus-Cheek tees up Enzo Fernandes, and his World Cup winning colleague Christian Romero was there to make the block. Enzo Fernandes still waiting for his first Chelsea goal.
Yeah, just tried to hit that one first time, didn't he, and reverse that. I thought it looked a bit of a shove, actually, to me, from Raheem Sterling on Richarlison. Nothing given. And that shot from Enzo Fernandes yet never really got enough behind it to worry the goalkeeper.
Enzo Fernandes. Just about kept in athletically by Joe Felix.
Very well done.
Here's Sterling, whose influence in the game is growing. Chilwell. Very comfortable on the ball in the central third, Chelsea, but can they convert that into goal-scoring chances?
Yeah, most of it in front of Tottenham, to be fair. Can they, again, as you're right, can they penetrate? Can they then get numbers in the box and really look like converting something?
Once again, it breaks down in the supply chain. And no end result for Graham Potter's side. Richarlison preferred to Son in the starting 11 today. Certainly embracing the physical aspect of these opening 25 minutes. It's been tight, it's been cagey, it's been very competitive. And really just the one proper shot on target so far from either team.
And because Chelsea don't have that natural 9, they're reluctant as a team to just put it in the box. And I think it's something that they miss Every now and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just put it in there and expect someone to get on the end of it.
Kulusevski. Højbjerg. Romero. Kane. Change of direction by Richarlison, and that's worked out very nicely. And Højbjerg hits the post. Tottenham wanted a free kick for the earlier challenge, but it nearly ran so well for them. And Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who scored against Chelsea the last time these sides met, within a whisker of opening the scoring. The deflection pushed it onto the post.
Yeah, Kepa rooted to the spot. Much better that. I like that from Spurs when the pass is a one-touch over 10 yards. And look at the goalkeeper there, just praying that hits the post and either goes out or hits the post and comes back, which it did. And thankfully, Chelsea were able just to sort that out. But it does look like the free kick has been given for that challenge on Richarlison there. So the referee doing the right thing, letting play go on, playing the advantage. When that ball come back off the post and didn't come back in favour of Spurs, oh no, actually it is going to be a corner. I thought he looked like he was giving a free kick, but it is actually now just going to be the corner.
Well, if it had ended up in the back of the net, Tottenham certainly would have wanted the advantage. Here comes the corner kick. Kane back to Højbjerg. Some of the momentum lost here as Chelsea step out. This is Emerson. Kane. Uncharacteristically given away by Harry Kane. Reece James was just clipped by Richarlison. The referee wants a word.
Not happy with that challenge, Reece James. I can understand as well, because I think Richarlison deliberately clips him here. Yeah. He's not happy with that. And those challenges sometimes you have to be careful of. Again, we don't really want to see players waving their hands for imaginary cards, but I think Richarlison knows what he's doing there, running across him and just making a bit of contact.
Havertz to Chilwell. Almost half an hour played now at the Tottenham Stadium. Koulibaly to Wesley Fofana. Cheers to the Tottenham fans as they win it back. Davis. Blocked by Ziyech. Enzo Fernandez. It's a good idea from Joe Felix, just not quite the execution he wanted.
Better spell from Spurs last 10 minutes, hunting Chelsea down collectively, and as I mentioned a few minutes ago, some nicer football between those front boys. I think that's where the strength in this team certainly lies. But the whole team need to get up that field that little bit further to really try and pen Chelsea in and ask some serious questions.
Højbjerg, another clip on Enzo Fernandez. One of those sort of niggly fouls in this first half, stunting the flow of the game. Tottenham still waiting for a proper attempt on target. So that deflection on to the post is the closest we've had to a goal in the game. Emerson wins the corner off Koulibaly. Tottenham have scored more Premier League goals from corners this season than any other team. Taken short to Emerson. This is Højbjerg. From the edge of the Chelsea penalty area, Tottenham retreat to Fraser Forster. Strong defensive header by Reece James. Straight to the Dane Højbjerg. Is Romero. Kane. Looking for Christian Romero. Fofana stretched well. Thinking outside the box from Harry Kane. Nearly worked.
It's Wesley Fofana who's actually gone down here as well.
And this is all Graham Potter needs now, having lost Thiago Silva. Wesley Fofana, who will be rusty. He was injured against Milan in the Champions League in October, only came back last weekend. Just feeling the back of the hamstring there.
He stretches, doesn't he, for that one as well. He really does. Let's hope he's going to be okay.
Some stick for the Tottenham fans who feel Chelsea are wasting time here. Bit of kabuki theatre in North London. Harry Kane late into cover there, which was doling out a bit of his own retribution. He felt that the goalkeeper was toying with him a little bit earlier. And Harry Kane, a little bit too blatant in how he went about his response.
Certainly, again, the goalkeeper has taken a little too long, but again, Harry Kane there. It's a foul. And again, I think it's something that could easily end up with a yellow card. The ref's giving this game every chance. I do like that. However, we're now close to having to do something. There's been too many petulant, silly, niggly fouls, and someone's going to have to get a yellow card in order for it to stop. So I think the ref's now got to show perhaps a slightly tougher line from here on in.
That incident has certainly fired up the crowd. Local London bragging rights at stake today, regardless of the rivalry. A game that both teams really do need to win. Another big challenge. Koulibaly and Emerson. Ziyech. Won back by Longley. This is Richarlison. Højbjerg to Kane. Emerson. Excellent tracking back by Raheem Sterling.
Brilliant stuff, that. Top work from Raheem Sterling. There was a chance there, wasn't there? Had that have been maybe Kulusevski picking the ball up, he might have shifted it, manoeuvred it a bit quicker.
Another big collision. Romero into Kai Havertz and some afters too. But nobody's shirking out of 50-50s here.
No, look, and this is a London derby, and it's a game that we spoke about, Connor, before. It means a lot, this one, for all sorts of different reasons. And I expect it to be fully committed. And it's certainly nobody, as you say, is pulling out of anything right now. Every time the ball is in the loose, if it's there to be contested, then they're going at it.
That's where Romero got the blow to his chin. He's okay and able to continue. Former Juventus player.
I kind of think as well, if the game gets a bit niggly and a bit fractious, it suits Spurs a bit here. I just feel it does. I think that the home fans like it when their team get amongst them, and I haven't seen enough of that, I don't think, in home matches this season. So I think they're enjoying watching their team trying to go after Chelsea and not holding back.
Charlison. That was a high-risk pass to try and return it to Ben Davies. Chances of success were low there. Tough to get it back with Emerson. Into the final 10 minutes now in the first half. Davis. Skip. Kane. Firmly challenged by Wesley Fofana.
No complaints from Harry Kane. If you're going to dish a little bit out, you're going to expect it. Wesley Fofana there, nice and sharp and tight when that straight ball is laid into Harry Kane.
Enzo Fernandez. Koulibaly. Now Chilwell. To Sterling. Nice change of direction from Raheem Sterling. He's found João Felix, but with his back to goal, little the Portuguese international could do.
Lucky. Good pace again, Raheem Sterling. He's done that 2 or 3 times. As soon as he picks the ball up, he really motors into the box, and João Felix doing well to latch onto that. But just can't make enough of it. Surrounded in the end by white shirts, and no problem for Spurs. Good start from Chelsea early on. I thought they come out the blocks the better. But since Thiago Silva's gone off and then the game's become a little bit more keenly contested, Spurs have shown a lot more and have come into it.
Emma Sadus enjoyed his attacking forays in this first half. Challenges for it again. Chilwell. And Emerson wasn't going to let him escape.
It's a heavy touch from Kane. He came over towards this near side to get possession. His touch was heavy, allowed Tottenham to win the ball back, but they gifted it back to Richarlison. Richarlison too right-footed. The referee tells him to get on with it. Kicks long now, right-footed, looks towards his left-hand side, just about makes the halfway line. It is flicked on for Chelsea, then cleared back inside the Chelsea half for Reece James. Ball up in the air down this near side. Richarlison does well. Ball out of play. Will be a Chelsea throw though. It's come off of Oliver Skip in the end. Throw in then to Chelsea on the half one. Is Ziyech is going to take it? No, he's not. He thinks better of it. He decides to leave it. 4 minutes to half time. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 0. Sometimes you get those 0-0s and you go, well, this hasn't got 0-0. This doesn't feel like a 0-0. Scoreline doesn't do itself justice, doesn't do the game justice, but I have to say this has got 0-0 written all over it at the moment. The second half can only be better, surely. There have been some absolutely classic Tottenham-Chelsea matches over the year. I remember one at White Hart Lane once in, I want to say 2008, when Chelsea were fighting for the title with Manchester United and Arsenal, I think it was, and it finished 4 goals apiece, and that was one of the got to go down as one of the greatest Premier League games of all time, I would say. This one certainly, I can guarantee this one will not finish 4-4. But let's hope for goals. 3 minutes to half time. Reece James has the ball just outside the centre circle, plays it in field to the substitute for Fofana. Finds Fernandez. Got Chilwell on the touchline on the left-hand side, just decides to play it back to the halfway line there with Koulibaly. Square ball towards his right-hand side. Fofana brings it over the halfway line, plays it in field to Loftus-Cheek. He finds Fernandez again. They do eventually find Ben Chilwell down that left-hand side. Finds Raheem Sterling. Sterling plays it back towards the halfway line again, and Enzo Fernandez. Loftus-Cheek, and it's back again on the halfway line with Koulibaly. Chelsea not really going anywhere, not finding that decisive pass. There's not a lot of creativity in that Chelsea midfield at the moment. Just a reminder that Mudryk, the 80 million, was he 89 million, I think it was, Ukrainians on the bench for Chelsea this afternoon. Might see him introduced in the second half. Nice ball now by Ziyech out towards the right side. Now it's out towards the left hand side, just to say, and it's Sterling on the edge of the penalty. Sterling tries the shot, decent effort as well. Pushed clear by the goalkeeper, and that's the closest Chelsea have come. It was a fairly comfortable save for the goalkeeper, but lovely stuff from Raheem Sterling. A couple of times he's picked the ball up in that position and made a run down towards the dead ball line and then back inside the penalty area. This time just made his way across the edge of the penalty area. Got the ball on his right foot, tried the curler, and in the end it was fairly comfortable for the goalkeeper. Forster, who should have held it, to be fair, pushed it clear. And it could have fallen for Kai Havertz, who was lurking there just on the edge of the 6-yard area, but in the end it was Ben Davies who got onto it first. and just to clear for Tottenham. One opportunity each, really, for both teams. But as I said, that was a fairly comfortable save for the goalkeeper. He would have been embarrassed if he was beaten from there. Longley now has possession down the left-hand side for Tottenham. A minute to go to half-time. Be a couple of minutes to add on probably for that injury for Thiago Silva, who had to be replaced. Is Ziyech. Plays it down towards the corner flag. It's João Felix, and the Portuguese tries to go around a couple of Chelsea players. He does really, Tottenham players, he does really well actually in the end, the Portuguese, to win himself a corner to be taken from the right-hand side for Chelsea inside the last 60 seconds of this first period, with the game still scoreless. Can Chelsea get their noses in front? 1 goal for Chelsea in their last 5 games. Last away win in the Premier League back in October at Crystal Palace. At Aston Villa, their 1 win in their last 10 was against Crystal Palace. That's how poor their form has been. 1 win in their last 10 games in all competitions, that is. No longer in the FA Cup, of course. Got knocked out by Manchester City. So the only hope of silverware is that Champions League. They've got that second leg against Borussia Dortmund coming up a week on Tuesday. In comes the corner left-footed. Koulibaly's up there. It's come off of a Chelsea head. It's still up in the air and there to be won. Clear towards the edge of the penalty area for Tottenham. Raheem Sterling will retrieve possession and then falls over, and in doing so concedes the throw-in. 3 minutes to add on at the end of this first 45, mainly due to that injury, of course, to Thiago Silva, who first of all went down following that challenge on Harry Kane. Was able to continue for a few minutes, but in the end it was all in vain for the veteran Brazilian, who was replaced by Wesley Fofana. Throw-in, Emerson Royal takes it for Tottenham. Cleared along now towards the halfway line, towards Richarlison. Headed clear for Chelsea, but picked up by Tottenham. And here's an opportunity for the hosts to come forward and maybe get themselves one last opportunity at the end of this first period. Good run forward this time by Longley. Richarlison's fallen over on the edge of the penalty area. Here's Harry Kane, 40 yards from goal. A little bit of space now on the edge of the penalty area for Tottenham. Tried to play it back to Harry Kane, and it was a poor ball and easily cleared for Chelsea. Can they have an attempt on goal? Plus, Kai Havertz runs into trouble through in the form of Højbjerg. Richarlison does well. Challenge comes in from, in the end, Hakim Ziyech. I think Ziyech is going to go in the book for that one. There's a little bit of afters as well between Richarlison and the Moroccan. Referee has to get involved. It was a strong challenge, it has to be said, in trying to win the ball back. Emerson Royal is down on the floor holding his face. The referee's got a couple of things to sort out here. Emerson Royal still on the flat on his back. And the referee's just coming over actually to talk to one of his assistants down this near side. Be interested to clear this up as soon as we see a replay of it. Deep in stoppage time at the end of this first period. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 0. The referee getting his book out, getting his yellow card out for the first time this afternoon. How many times is he going to brandish it though? Here we go. Almost certainly I think Ziyech, the Moroccan's, going to go into the book. Here he comes. Got his yellow card in hand. And the first one's to Kai Havertz. First yellow card of the afternoon. And likely to be a Tottenham player as well, I think. Certainly making a meal of this is Emerson Royal, I think, who was down holding his face some moments ago. He's back on his feet, and for his troubles, he's getting himself a yellow card by the looks of things. The referee is speaking to him before he brandishes the yellow card, but there it comes. And the Brazilian is in the book. I think that's going to be it, to be fair. One apiece, Kai Havertz and Emerson Royal. I haven't seen a replay of it, so I'm not 100% sure what exactly Havertz. Ziyech looks like the guiltiest man in football at the moment, to be fair. I think he's going to be quite lucky to get away with it, but I think he has got away with it, the Moroccan, because the referee's put his yellow card away. Just seeing a replay of it now. Strong challenge. So Richarlison had possession. Strong challenge came in from Ziyech. A little bit of afters between Richarlison and Ziyech. Referee got his yellow card out immediately. There was a push from Ziyech on Emerson Royal. And that was pretty much all, to be fair. Then it all kind of simmered down and it all kind of sorted itself out, to be fair, but the referee's still having a word with a couple of the players down there. The game hasn't recommenced. We've played 3 minutes of stoppage time, which was the 3 allotted minutes that were added on, but so we're going to get a couple more. Kai Havertz has gone into the book. Emerson Royale's gone into the book. And for some strange reason, Ziyech hasn't. Well, he hasn't at the moment. Oh, and there it goes. It's the red card. And the Moroccan is sent off. Well, I wondered what was going on there, because it was inevitable that he was going to get the yellow card. Kai Havertz got the yellow card. Emerson Royale got the yellow card. And Ziyech looked like the most guilty man in football. And I think he thought he got away with it for a while because he hadn't brandished the yellow card. But that's why he hadn't brandished the yellow card, because he had a card of a different colour, did Stuart Atwell. And the colour of that card is red. And Chelsea are down to 10 men. And before anything else continues, as if there wasn't enough drama, the referee's actually come across now to look at VAR. But I don't think, let's have a look. The push, well, it's a push in the face from the Moroccan. No, you can't raise your arm. It's as simple as that. You can't raise your arm. There's not a lot in it, to be fair. I mean, Emerson Royale probably is going to go down as if he's been poleaxed, but that's just modern football for you, to be quite honest with you, isn't it? And he did his hand. It was more than a brushing of the face, to be fair. It was a push in the face. Did he hurt Emerson Royale at all? No, he didn't. I'm not sure what's going on now. It's completely got out of hand. It's some excitement, at least, because it has been a fairly dull 35 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 0. And the referee is cancelling the red card. And he's brandishing a yellow card. So, okay, so it's 11 versus 11 after all. Ziyech is back on the pitch. And the Moroccan has got a yellow card up. Well, it would have been strange if he hadn't had a yellow card, to be quite honest with you, because he was involved, or more involved than anybody else. But he's cancelled the red card that he brandished about 2 minutes ago for the Moroccan. He's back on. There's 3 yellow cards. It's Emerson Royale, it's Hakim Ziyech, and it's Kai Havertz. I'm not 100% sure what Kai Havertz got his yellow card for, to be quite honest with you. I'm really not. But maybe we can pick the bones out of that later. So, 3 in the book. We've played 6 minutes now of stoppage time. There were 3 minutes to be added on. There's probably another minute, I would say, to add on, because we haven't had any football for about 3 minutes, as that was all cleared up. Tottenham have possession over on the far side. Ball's gone out of play, but it's come off of the Tottenham player. It will be a Chelsea throw just shy of the halfway line down the left-hand side. Back to Koulibaly on the edge of his penalty area. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. Kepa just waits and then steadies himself and kicks long right-footed. Header clear out towards the right side to Emerson Royale. Touches a little bit heavy, goes down theatrically, and referees having none of that. Chelsea have possession back inside the centre circle now with Fernandez. Sweeps it out towards the left-hand side. Last opportunity possibly for Chelsea right at the end of this first half to get the ball into the box, but the touch by Raheem Sterling was a little bit heavy at the overlap from Loftus-Cheek, actually made the overlap. Throw-in is taken as the ball went out of play. Ball into the box, headed clear for Tottenham. Harry Kane now out towards the right-hand side. Chelsea win possession back on the halfway line through Koulibaly. Swept out towards this near side for Reece James. Reece James back to Fofana midway inside his own half as Koulibaly towards his left-hand side. That's who he finds. Koulibaly can bring this ball over the halfway line, but thinks better of it, just plays it out towards the left-hand touchline. And then Chilwell back towards the halfway line again, and Koulibaly plays it inside the centre circle to Fofana. Fofana sweeps it diagonally towards the left-hand side. What he was looking for Raheem Sterling, but didn't have enough on it. Cleared for Tottenham now on the halfway line. Poked forward is an opportunity now, possibly for Ben Davies. Ben Davies has the ball on his left foot, plays it across the edge of the penalty area. Koulibaly clears towards the halfway line, and that is the end of the first 45 minutes. There's no goals here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but a little bit of controversy right on half-time with, originally Hakim Ziyech being sent off, and that red card was downgraded to a yellow following VAR intervention. Stuart Atwell feeling the red card was not warranted for that push in the face on Emerson Royale. A couple of chances each, really. Raheem Sterling coming closest with a curling shot right footed on the edge of the penalty area, which was comfortably saved in the end by Fraser Foster. And a shot from Højbjerg on the edge of the penalty area, which was harmlessly going through to the goalkeeper until it took a deflection and hit the base of the post. But at half-time, here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's Tottenham 0, Chelsea 0. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half.